So I was up here yesterday talking about accessibility in computing, and I wasn't going to come up and talk again, but one of my friends convinced me to, so here I am. Thanks. So what I'm actually talking about is using machine learning in a really useless way, which is not something that we've really seen anybody give a talk on, because obviously that's not useful. So for this class that I was part of this last year, we had about 80%, it was an HCI class, a human-computer interaction class, so we had about 80% psychology students, and about 3 of us were computer science people. So I was tasked with teaching, for our final project, we had to choose a topic, and I chose machine learning. So it was like, how do I explain machine learning very simply to people who don't know that much about machine learning? So I decided to use a Markov model, which is pretty easy to explain. It doesn't require that much math. It's basically using probabilities to create a distributed tree kind of thing, and then transverse that tree through using those probabilities to go down different nodes. So I built a Markov model that could read in a corpus of text and produce similar text to that. So you might have seen a couple months ago, there was the fake Harry Potter chapter that was going around. It's basically a similar thing. But what I found out is that you can actually download all of Wikipedia, which is a 35 gigabyte text file. But I was able to, it almost burned my computer out, but I was able to feed this into this hidden Markov model and create this database that produces Wikipedia-like things, like sentences and stuff structured the way that Wikipedia would write this. So what I did for this class is I hooked that up to a Twitter bot. So it tweets Wikipedia fake facts or sentences or just general nonsense sometimes once an hour on the hour. And the interesting thing is that the computer that I wrote that on was actually stolen. So it's just hooked up to a Heroku app, and you can't pull from that. So as my professor said when I was telling him about this, that I have actually created a rogue AI because I no longer have control over this. So if you're interested in following Wikileek, it tweets, it's still tweeting. It's at Wikileek, as in the vegetable, Wikileek _. And it's the highlight of my day to see what it's produced, because it's just usually absolute nonsense. So with that, I will conclude with I think one of its first tweets ever, which is still one of my favorites, which is, I am 2% of rookie. So, thanks.